Wish TV is focused on family and the community and is committed to sharing the stories of those who are making a difference every day. From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Behind the Eight Podcast.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey, welcome to the Behind the Eight podcast. It's an opportunity where we get to kind of just share with you people who make things happen here at the station. You may know them, you may not know them, but you're going to get to know them. And our first guest here is Colin Denhart. First guest, I guess, since I've taken over this podcast. And Colin, you are a promotions producer here at Wish TV.
Yep.
For people who don't know what that means, kind of explain what that is.
So I work in the creative services department. So I will be the person that goes and shoots all the promotions for our Daybreak show, our Lifestyle Live show, our All Indiana show. So Cody, like you know, like when you do the promos for me, I'm always like writing the scripts like, hey, coming up on All Indiana, we're going to be having guests from this local band that's going to be in town. Plus, some so-and-so's Tasty Takeout. Join us here on All Indiana or on allindiana.tv.
Colin is always chasing me around, like trying to get me to do stuff because he's always on top of it. How long have you been doing this, Colin?
I've been here at Wish TV for almost 4 years. I've been, in general, have been doing TV stuff since high school. Okay. My high school had a radio TV program, so like 15 years.
Where are you
almost.
from?
So I'm from Lafayette, Indiana originally, and then I went to Jefferson High School, and they had a radio TV program. And so I was 15, I started in that program. So I did that for about 3 years in high school, and then I went to IU Bloomington for college, where I studied film and telecommunications and business.
Which is kind of a perfect segue, because obviously the things you do here, you get paid to do by us, but you have outside interests as well, which is part of what we want to talk about, because everybody here has something that they love to do besides what they get paid to do for 40 hours a week, right? Mm-hmm. So you're a filmmaker, you're a music producer. I mean, you do it all. What's kind of led you to say, I'm going to just dip my toes in everything out there?
Well, I mean, the initial thing really was film. Like, I've always wanted to be a filmmaker since I was a little kid. I mean, growing up, I watched lots of movies at like my parents' and grandparents' house, and I would always watch on the DVDs, like the behind-the-scenes features about like how they made the movies. And one time when I was in 6th grade, we did like a future career day thing. I dressed up as Steven Spielberg. I wore like a leather jacket and glasses and a baseball cap and talked about his movies and stuff. And that was pretty cool. And then, as I mentioned earlier, like there was a radio TV program in my high school, and I took a film literature class in high school and like learned about classic movies and made my own student films in those classes. And then I went into IU Bloomington for college, learned even more about film, learned from some people who had worked in Hollywood. One of my professors was the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then after graduating college, I got my first job at a TV station in Indianapolis. It wasn't Wish TV; it was another TV station. Okay. I won't mention them. Just
perfect. Good job.
And so I was there for about 5 years, and I got my job here at Wish TV about 4 years ago. And then during that time, like outside of work, I had friends who were in bands, so I did music videos for them. And then at the same time, I was doing short films. And my friends who are in bands, I like learned from them like some music stuff, because always going to concerts and shows with them all the time. It's like I kind of developed my own kind of songwriting styles from them. And so in more recent years, I've taken on songwriting as well. And then I transitioned like 4 years ago, probably, from doing short films to feature length films. Okay. Because I had a lot of short films under my belt at that time, because I've done like short films since... if you count my student films, for 15 years, but if you count like when it's strictly like nothing that was for a school project, since like 2014, 2015,
This isn't something that you just do for fun, though. I mean, you're pretty good at it. You've just recently won some awards, right?
Yeah, absolutely. My first feature-length film, Sister, is a horror movie about a nun haunted by evil spirits. We put that in a bunch of film festivals. First one it was in was about a year and a half ago. and it won like Best Picture and Best Actress. It was a film festival in Madrid.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, like, because like when we made the film, it was like, okay, maybe this will like end up in some festival, or like, I mean, at best, like maybe it'll get nominated for something, but I never expected it to like win Best Independent Film or all these other awards. And then from there, it got in film festivals in like Singapore, India, Italy, France. It's been in New York and Hollywood, places in Canada. It's just going over the place, and like every day I get like an email notification, hey, you've been selected for this other film festival, and I'm just always excited because like, wow, like it's just expanding and expanding.
Here's what's wild about this to me is that you filmed majority of this here in Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much everything I've shot has been here in Indianapolis.
What's that like? I mean, to know that because it used to be you had to go to Chicago, you had to go to New York, you had to go to LA or whatever or Atlanta to really succeed in film. But with technology and kind of the way we do things now, that's not so much the case, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Like anybody who has a nice camera and a computer can be a filmmaker now.
Yeah.
Like all you need is just a camera that's decent, and like there's technology now on your computer where like even if you have a crappy camera, you can just remaster it to make it look like it was shot on a good film or something. But yeah, it's just so amazing. It's like, because growing up, I always thought, okay, like even when I was in college, I was like, okay, I need to like figure out a way how I can go to LA and like work my way up in the business there, and then like maybe some producer will hire me on, and eventually he'll let me make his own films that like I've worked on with him. But then I realized like the independent route actually allows you to have more creative freedom, because like even though I have the limitations in terms of budgets, it forces me to be more creative, because I'll use the resources that I have at my disposal and put them in a more creative way. So like, for example, I'm in the Freemasons, and I get permission from my Freemasons lodges to use those buildings for locations for filming,
which works perfect.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially for like a horror film that takes place in these like creepy locations. A lot of these old Masonic buildings are like 100 or 200 years old. Yeah, they're historic. So yeah, just utilizing resources is the key. When you're doing,
so kind of bringing it back here to Wish, how do you use some of those things simultaneously as far as that creativity when you go from filmmaking to, you know, maybe a 15-second promo even, but trying to do it in a creative way that's a little bit different? Like, do you see those things overlapping at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like when I'm doing my film projects, it's like I'm honing skills that I can apply to my work here at the station. Sure. And then when I'm at the station, I'm also like honing in skills that like I can apply to my film project. So it's kind of like going back and forth between the two.
Yeah. What's next for you at this point? You have other things on the docket? I mean, you're really into the music thing, but as far as film goes, do you have anything going on?
Well, in terms of music, I've been collaborating with an artist named Shakita.
Right.
We had her on All Indiana recently, and we have a song called Black Widow that I wrote with her. That's been in some festivals recently. It won Best Original Song at the Hollywood Gold Awards, and it's going to be in some festivals in New York, and I think it's going to be in one Toronto here pretty soon.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm going to be collaborating with her on some music. I'm also collaborating with artists Anza. She's been featured in Rolling Stone magazine, and another group of guys. They're currently called LDB, but they're planning to change their name. They're another series of musicians that I work with. And then in terms of film, the Sister movie's been like killing it at these film festivals. But there's a second film we shot about, we started filming about 2 years ago. We finished filming last year, and I'm almost done editing that film. It's a sequel, so it's going to be called Sister 2. Once that's done editing, I'm going to put that in the film festivals. And we shot a third one that I'll edit after that. And then we're currently finishing up the filming of a new comedy movie. It's called Frida from Attica.
Oh, fun.
So it stars the same actress who appears in all my other films. Her name's Vasudha Krishnamurthy. She's originally from India.
Oh, wow.
We collaborated on the Sister movie, and we do short films together. And so she's like my main collaborative partner in my film projects.
Before we go, I mean, it would be silly for me not to ask, do you have a favorite movie? I know that's a loaded question because there's a lot of things that play into that, but do you have a favorite film?
I would say overall, my favorite movie is probably The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wild, too, because of the way, and I've had this argument with so many people because I often say Wizard of Oz is probably the best movie I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And when you think back to the impact it had on film as we know it now, with just that fantasy and the black and white to color. I mean, all of that just so insane the way that it worked. So.
Yeah, then like the use of like deep imagery to tell like a deeper meaning to a story, and how everything's symbolic in that film.
Yeah. Great choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, this has been Behind the Eight. so many more podcasts here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. We've got everything you want to listen to. So, Colin, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And we'll have another one of these here for you in a month or so. Take care.
Thanks.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Behind the Eight Podcast. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at wishtv.com.